Hey, so I'm out having a walk, and I'm going to do a video response to my friend Huples' cat and to Joe Primal. So Huples wanted to know, what is your definition of freedom? And one of the responses was from Joe Primal, a very good guy. And he said that his definition of freedom was power. That the more power you have, the more freedom you have. So I'm going to take a little bit of a contrarian view here. I don't disagree with him. I believe that that is in many cases very true. My view is that society is freest when its most powerless can feel that they speak their mind where and when they want, within reason. I mean, you can't hate speech in its true form, where you're truly saying that you incite violence, that sort of thing is not generally acceptable. The old saw that you can't shout fire in a crowded theater, that's bullshit. You can yell fire in a crowded theater. There are just penalties for it. If when someone gets hurt, they sue you. But you can certainly do it. We live in a pretty relatively free society, as long as we're not near members of Antifa, where they want to shout people down for their beliefs and the way they talk. The rest of the country is pretty free. I can go pretty much anywhere I want to and tell people how I feel and what I think, and without worrying about being locked up by the government or taken out behind the prison and shot or something. I used to be a hearing officer for the city of Chicago, an administrative judge, and I once had a young lady in there who was being, what I could tell, without any reason, being very defensive and very hostile, and there was nobody else in the room, so I was trying not to take it personally that she was very upset at me about some routine ticket at a business that her family owned. They had gotten a ticket from the city, and she was trying to get the ticket dismissed. And she was very, very visibly shaken by this, and I couldn't figure it out, so I stopped and I said, we don't send anybody to jail here. This is not criminal. The stakes are that you might have to pay a fine. Excuse me, there's bugs flying in my face. She then relaxed a little bit and said that she was from Romania and that her father had once gotten a ticket from the local officials, and when he went to court, he never came home. That's a lack of freedom. To say that the United States isn't free is overstating the case. There are places and people you can't talk around because they get emotionally fragile over some routine political talk, or wearing the wrong hat, or wearing the wrong shirt, or carrying the wrong sign. But I believe the United States, America, is a free society. The least of us, the politically disempowered, can say what we want and largely do what we want without fear of being jailed or penalized by the government. To me, that's freedom. But that's me.